fresh out of the jungle with a story to tell. The church, you already know what to say. Kids, come on in, sit down, and shut up. Women, kids. All right. Let's get to know each other. Here's a few things about me. I go by Peacekeeper. I also go by the name Dr. L. I like to get straight to it. I don't plan to yell, but sometimes, this city's loud. Sometimes the background noise is really loud, and so the instruction is to, drive in the fast lane. Pay attention. Don't judge the material before the end. If you don't stay to the end of class, do not write a review on me. Go to hell. Straight up. All right. For the Christians, these first couple of episodes, my mother will be in attendance because I will be making sure that she's here. After that, if you see her, do the same. If you can deal with a little bit of language, we're gonna land somewhere between Eddie Murphy and Chris Tucker. Somewhere between Carlos Miller and Chico Bean. Not quite DC. All right, topic, narcissism and the experts. They seem to be able to walk around with the target gun and scan everybody with the narcissism label. And then they go do research. And then they come back from their research and they find out the earth is flat. Or at least they find out that the earth isn't round. Or at least they find out that the pictures that they showed us on the Instagram models were not the same as the ones. All right, so it's about this time where we get to know you. Since there are no yous at the current moment. Any eyes? There's plenty of eyes, because, y'all watching everything I do. Side note, front note, back note. If my children happen to be watching, I'm not talking to you. Scout court's honor. If Christian is watching, I'm not talking to you, and I didn't say that to you. And happy Father's Day to the fathers who get a second chance when they didn't mess up the first chance. Happy Father's Day to the fathers that get a second chance if they happen to stumble. For any of the fathers that may run across this, and if you haven't touched base with your kids, because there was a Lion and a Mayweather and a Wilder and a Tyson at the front door, you couldn't quite get there. Look, man, hit them 10 push-ups and then go do what you gotta do, because it ain't never about the size of the man. It's whether or not you a man. And if they took your kids, you are most definitely a man. To the young gentlemen, the young gents that the room should be filled with, here's some game. Pimping ain't easy. Being a player is fun. However, being a man is much better. You really get everything you want. It doesn't come as soon as you get the revelation. It's about whether or not it's true for you. And if it's true for you, she's going to be looking for it. The problem is she has access to too many trees. Keep up. Do I need to put a girl right here? We could do that. It's that time. All praises. So, all right. Well, it's important that you understand the only direction is up. The only way to be is fit and fresh. No substitution. No separation. The mentality of a warrior you could probably learn from Goggins. The spirit of a champion teammate, you could probably get that from Ray Lewis. If you need a father right now, if you need to see Christ, you could probably look at Coach Prime. If you need to hear from Christ, maybe you yell out, Big Sean. And maybe you say, Tope. Either way, I figure you'd be blessed. For the peacekeepers, that would be those of us that are labeled top to bottom with every label that they got out there. And then you show up and people are strange all of a sudden. For some reason, they think they figured you out. Are those people the narcissists? The ones trying to figure everybody out so that they can predict their steps or this cycle that they talk about that they believe they're not a part of? This bystander that they believe they are. Not realizing that if they're in the pool and the waves ripple, even if they're standing still, even if you're standing still, Narcy, you come in contact with the wave. You affect the current in the water for everybody else. If you're standing in the same spot doing the same stupidity, you'll likely find a reoccurring pattern if the other person is being true. If they're being dishonest and wishy-washy and flip-floppy like you, then you'd use a crossover cable. Not a straight through cable. Not straight conversation. It's twisted. Like an unshielded, twisted pair. Anyway. I think we're getting into the intellectual part of the conversation, so maybe time for a few of you to see yourselves out. No disrespect, we appreciate you. It's just that we don't want to come off disrespectful. We're gonna shift the conversation. So there's this book called How to Change the World in 20 Minutes. It's very interesting, but what was told to the author it'll never make it. It won't be understood. There's no way that 6th grade age students can read and comprehend at the level of undergraduates. And then I joined this circuitous program, and Don't say it can't be done because you can't teach it. Don't say it can't be done because you can't do it. Black women, the women that still call themselves black, stop the madness. Can we kill the drama? Can we secretly in a whisper agree for you to stop lying in public? For real. We don't want to have to out you in public. We've been holding back for a long time. We kept it a secret for a long time. We've been giving y'all time to heal. Can we be serious a minute? We was holding you when you was crying about something that had nothing to do with us. Can we get sensitive for a minute? Had nothing to do with the fact that you disagreed with the way we wanted to live and proceed, and then guess what? We went your way anyway. And then guess what you did? And then guess what you did after that? Yeah, I know he told me. Yeah, all of y'all ducking body counts, lying about the last bad relationship. I haven't met a woman yet who had a good relationship that she was just coming off of. I've heard about one from the past. Guess what she did? And you want what with me, baby? I'm sure that brother was official. I'm sure he was a man's man, and if he was 6 foot or taller, is Shaq divorced? That's just a question. All right. To the beautiful sisters who don't get mentioned, who I see and I say, what's up? I like your hair. And then you give me this look when I say, what's up? And then when I say I like your hair, then you hit me with the, oh, thank you. I should tell you to get back over here. Let's get married. So we can divorce and fight. Never mind. Let's be friends first. How about that? Can we be friends? If I say that I can be your one and only, can you promise that you'll never leave me lonely? I'm saying I just want to be the one that you need. If anybody get on here and say I look like Ray J, we're gonna get the moderators to cut you out. If anybody say I look like Ye, then y'all can say I look like Ray J. Shout out to the brother. And them Ray Cons is here. All right. I think that's it for the intro. What I needed to tell you all is that if you happen to see my kids as we go live for the Father's Day, whatever it is that I don't know about, they took my husband. All right. If you happen to come across anybody that came from my flesh, that some strangers told me that if I talked to them, I could be gunned down by, the authorities or the catchers, and they'd have complete immunity. Meanwhile, I serve the country, and I'm a protected class veteran. But go feminism. Straight to hell. Peace.